We the people are beginning to feel lost. Our civilization is crumbling piece by piece from all aspects. Whether it's degrading the Word of God, crushing of our basic freedoms, fulfillment of basic necessities, or dystopian dysphoria of our modern world. This is why let me take you to a place far away from this chaos, where life is simple, self-sustainable, and most of all, peaceful, like a hobbit in the Shire. When the first time I saw the night sky from the countryside, I knew I was home. The veil of cosmos is so thin, you just have to find a dark spot, and it will reveal itself. How could I have been so far away from you, my love? Never again. Life is truly this slow when you're in the country. A shocking and ominous truth for those in the big city, forced to be cramped in apartments by the city ordinance, fighting and complaining about their neighbor above. Country is the undiscovered haven for those who dare to desire to escape and breathe the fresh air.
Oh, I'm living the American dream. This is paradise. Wouldn't want it any other way.
It's a trade-off, but I wouldn't change it for anything. It's beautiful. This town is wonderful. The people are wonderful.
Paradise. This place. This whole area right here. You're just in an absolute beautiful setting. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, to tell you the truth.
Wow. That might be it right there. Just wow. Yeah. I'm looking out the window. Yeah, wow.
14-acre paradise.
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 So, when initially did you move here? In
Three-
the middle of nowhere.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
And how did that decision come about?
We come up here twice a year on vacations to ride our horses in the mountains. Looked at property. She's always wanted to move here. Said, let's do it. So we bought the property. We moved up here. We lived in a horse trailer while we built the house, and here we are. Come here, Jackson. Come here, Tuffy. He is old. Look, hey, just a carrot, not my fingers. Buck, come on. Buck. No traffic. No people.
Yeah.
No noise. Privacy. Not near amount of rules. Here we can do what we want.
Right.
If we want to get in the hot tub, we get in the hot tub. If we want to go get in the creek and swim, we go get in the creek and swim. In the city, everything was a lot more stressful. Here it's not. Here we put in a good day's work fixing fencing or clearing fence lines or whatever, but there's no stress to it. It's relaxing to get out there and fix the fence or clear fence lines or take care of the chickens or, it's a totally different feeling being here than it is in the city. I do some side construction work, porches, decks, a little bit of foundation work, some painting, just to give me something to do and earn a couple extra dollars. Our nearest Walmart is 65 miles away, and we don't want to go there. Hello. We don't. We love it here. 99% of our meat is from here. Either deer, hog, goat, side of beef from a neighbor. It's all gotten here. We have gardens that we grow vegetables in, and then we can and freeze those for during the winter time. We have 15 acres here, a little under 15 acres. That's ours. I lease another 12 acres on the other side of the creek, and 15 acres on the back side of our property is leased.
So this place is beyond paradise, beyond imagination. It's a fairy tale world, to be honest with you. But more important than that, my question is this:
who in their sane mind wants to live in a big city, main cities, big metropolitan areas, downtown areas, where you're set in this tech world, and you pretty much have forgotten the concept of freedom. Because when I moved to a place like this, and within maybe, I would say, less than a week, it just occurred to me that, wow, I'm free. This is freedom. Like, I can do something here on my land, and I don't have to worry about HOA getting some approval. I don't have to worry about neighbors breathing down my neck. I don't have to worry about city and zoning laws. I can just do whatever in the world I want. You want to run around naked in the jungle, you do that. That's freedom. No, really, that's freedom. You just feel like a child, in a theme park, and nobody's there in the theme park, and you're just free to do whatever you want. And this is who we are, truly. This is what we are as human beings. We're supposed to be free. Free as human beings, free as thinkers, you know, free as fathers and mothers. And this is why, I think it's very important to escape to a place like this. And it's not even escape anymore. Now it just feels like this is real home. This is where you belong.
Now think about the fact, when was the last time you were actually bored? Just bored. You have nowhere to run, nobody to meet, no work deadline to meet, no need to hustle. You don't have to look at your social media. You don't need to see the likes and the comments you're getting on your content. Just actually bored, like no work whatsoever. It's just you and your thoughts. You're here in a place like that, and that's it. You're just sitting and doing absolutely nothing. It's exhilarating when you even think about something like that. And one of the most quintessential moments for me was when our prayer room, our meditation room was built on our land. Because I always wanted to have a place in isolation where you can just connect with God, connect with that energy. And for me, it started from the book Autobiography of a Yogi. And this pretty much was 7-8 years ago. And from that moment onwards, I'm like, God, I would love to live that life of a yogi, of a monk. And once I got this place, it was just in the back of my mind. Okay, there's got to be a place where I can just dedicate to meditation. And once it was finally built, and the day was built, I went in there, sat there just to see how everything's going to feel. And the moment I sat, I'm just like, wow, I don't want to move. When you see the environment, when you see those trees deep within the woods, and you're just sitting there, nothing can top that for me about living in isolation and in wilderness.
Well, a lot of people probably wouldn't just jump to live the way that we do. You make a certain set of sacrifices. I'm sure, as Jeremy has said and other people have said, I mean, we are a considerable distance from a lot of modern conveniences. But it's a different lifestyle. It's so quiet, so peaceful. There's no traffic except for the occasional cows that get out. But the day starts early, and there are now 6 horses here instead of 5. Chickens don't just maintain themselves. They are pretty good. But we do oh, she got out.
Come on, Peter.
Go inside.
Come on.
Go inside. We do special feed.
Okay.
We ferment our feed to produce the most amount of protein for these chickens. We are at about 68 or 70 chickens now.
A little over 70.
So there's the feeding of the chickens, the feeding of the cats and the dogs and the cow and the horses, and all the watering and all the cleaning of all the water dishes. I mean, it's kind of a little part-time job before you ever, think about doing something else. And then we have a supplement. Hold on, y'all. And here they come. Cuff, come on. Come on, old man. Slide. Well, he's new, so he doesn't really have a designated space, and he's not real sure what to do. And like today, I spent the day mowing and weed eating. It's a lot to maintain, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Yes, I lived in the country in Texas. It's not the same. You're still in, where we lived was way out, but we were still only 15 or 20 minutes from a modern store or conveniences, Walmart, whatever. But this is just a completely different lifestyle. When we started building, we were completely off grid. We had no power. We had no water. It was challenging. We had no shower. We had to go to town to shower. It's a trade-off. But I wouldn't change it for anything. It's beautiful. This town is wonderful. The people are wonderful.